What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at all my acquisitions in February and upcoming March arrivals. So here is something new I did. I changed up this display a ton. We added the Indoraptor. I waited a very long time. It was awesome. Fits here amazing in the mod case. Very, very cool piece. So definitely something I really enjoyed this month, and I'm really loving this display. Moving the mod case over here was definitely a good decision. So I sold a few pieces as well, the Converse, the V-Rex, so that's gone. Moved out the Bestas and sold those. So we made a lot of display changes as well this month. Here we updated the Predator section. So we moved the Magic case out, and then we put a garage shelving so we could fit the life-size bust. Now this life-size bust is not permanent, it's just temporary until it's paid off, because I still am selling this. Fugitive is not my favorite Predator, and I want the life-size bust, my favorite Predator, which is Wolf. So we'll be getting the Cool Props Wolf as well as the Hcg Face Hugger. But I do like these shelves. They can sustain a ton of weight, and there's a lot of height space, about 30 inches underneath there. But we did get this mask, Icon Design Studios Predator mask. Pretty cool. Not as good as I'd hoped, but it's still very cool, and I'm definitely going to be keeping it, and I do like it. Just need to get it wall mounted eventually here in the next month or so. For now, it's just sitting here next to the Cinema Cat. So that was the second item I got. And then this is what the display will look like once I get the Wolf bust and the Hcg life-size face hugger. Just a little Photoshop for you, but it'll look really good when it's all said and done, and I think I'll like it better. So, and it's also about $500 cheaper than my current setup, so I'll be saving that money. Next item we got was the Jross Super Saiyan Goku bust. I waited over 2.5 years for this. Couldn't believe it finally arrived. It definitely lived up to all the hype, and it was an amazing piece, incredible sculpt and paint. And I'm so happy I finally have this in my collection. It looks amazing next to Dragon Fist and the Ecc Goku vs. Vegeta. So very, very happy to get this. I'm still waiting on my COA. It's a metal one being made here in the States. So we'll get that hopefully here in the next month or two. But absolutely love this Jross Goku bust and highly recommend it. And here's a good look at the entire display. So if you look, I have 1/4 busts, diorama, bust 1/4. So it just looks absolutely phenomenal. Just need to get the Prime 1, Goku, Vegeta, and my additional 1/4 so we can finish off DBZ collection. So yeah, I absolutely love this display though. It looks phenomenal. Next item we got was the Ecc Freddy Buzz. I had not really planned to buy these. It just, some things happened and I decided to end up getting them. So I sold some things. And as you can see, I've also re-angled the Freddy bust. I haven't shown this to many people, but the Freddy bust is one of my absolute favorite busts now in my collection. I also got that custom fedora hat, which I absolutely love. And this angle is just beautiful for my entire Freddy setup. So absolutely love this bust. Cannot say enough good things about how much I love this bust. So definitely one of my absolute favorites I received during this month. And then the next time we got was this Chronicles Arnold bust. This costs $150, so very cheap, but it has a solid sculpt, decent paint job. It's a half scale. I had very limited space where I wanted to put something. So this definitely fit the bill, both price and size wise. So I do recommend it at $150. I think it's a nice little Arnold bust. Then we got Ironhide. So originally I was going to get the Queen Arnold bust, but just couldn't find it for the price I wanted to pay. So we decided to go down more Transformers route, expanded the room, added Ironhide, got him for a still of a deal at $1,600 off eBay. Absolutely love him. He's a beast, and he looks phenomenal in the collection. Cannot wait to finish off the original Transformers 1 cast, which we'll finish off very, very soon. Here's a good look at Ironhide, but man, he's just a phenomenal piece. So very, very happy to have him. There's just so much detail. It's really one you got to see in person to truly, appreciate how good it is. Next time we got was the Ecc Jason Bust. This one took forever to get being shipped. DHL took over 2 weeks, but I'm extremely happy with it. It looks phenomenal. Barely fits the display, but overall it's an incredible bust. The only thing we need to do is switch out the mask for a custom one. Just like the Freddy, I got the custom hat and it made it much better. I already purchased a custom Jason mask, which I'll show you later on in the video. But I absolutely love this Jason Bust. It's huge, incredible presence, and the details just amazing. And here's just an overall look of my entire horse setup, as you can see. So I'm absolutely loving it. It's my favorite display in my entire collection, and I'm so glad I went down this rabbit hole. Even though it's extremely expensive, they're the best statues out there, hands down. So, you know, superhero statues can't compare. Nothing really can, because horror creatures are just the coolest looking statues out there. So definitely digging this display. Then we added the Chronicles Terminator bust. This was the last statue I got this month, but it really surprised me. I absolutely loved it. I love the light up features and all the different things going on with it. The fact that it actually has sound, a flickering light. I love the bullet. It looks really, really good in my display, so I definitely am very happy. I switched out my normal clean version to get this battle damaged version. And here's just a look at the entire Terminator setup. So it looks pretty solid, just a little Terminator corner. I'd definitely love to own more Terminator statues in the future, just waiting for producers to make some. You know, Prime 1 does have their half-scale Arnold from Terminator 1, which looks really good, but we need to see some in hands before I'd ever commit to that one, since it's such an expensive purchase. Now we're looking into March purchases on what's arriving, March arrivals. So this should be the first statue that will be arriving. Going to go ahead and unbox and review this for you guys very soon. A buddy of mine convinced me to buy this, so I had the custom, but this one just seems much higher quality, better details, so went ahead and purchased it, the Chronicle Hatchling Raptor. It's already been delivered, so we're just going to unbox and review this, and it'll be on the review table very soon. And finally, Bane is actually shipping. My retailer said he got it in stock, and believe it or not, shipping was absolutely outrageous, more expensive than shipping from Prime 1 direct doing standard. So it's beyond frustrating, but it's finally here, and I'm just happy it's finally coming to my collection shipping. So this review will be up extremely soon, so look out for the Bane Ultimate, and I cannot wait to see this on the Majora case finishing the Dark Knight line. So yeah, this one's been 7 months waiting since its release, and to be honest, it was more expensive than if I just ordered Prime 1 direct doing standard shipping. Believe it or not. I ordered through the retailer to save money, ended up paying more money, and waiting 7 months. So it's an absolute just kick to the balls on this one. But let's just get it in the collection. I'm sick of waiting. I just want it. It's very rare and hard to get, but it will arrive. So that's the first big statue arriving. Then we got this little bad boy, the Majora's Mask. Paid for this like 2 months ago. They gave me a tracking number for a cargo shipment, not like a FedEx or UPS account tracking number, but this will be my final Zelda statue, pretty much. So very excited to get this. It's just a $100 mask because I sold my life size, but I still want to have a Majora's Mask representation since it's one of my favorite Zelda games. So this should be arriving within the first 2 weeks of March. Per tracking, should arrive in the stateside on March 6th, and then shipped from Wacoma, Washington to me. So I should get it a few days later as long as it's shipped, once they receive it. But very much looking forward to the first 4 figures, Majora's Mask. So that should arrive within the next 2 weeks. Then we come to my most anticipated statue of the month, Ash Williams, Evil Dead 2, 1/3 by Prime 1 Studios. This shipped economy shipping back in December. It's now March, so it should be arriving this month. I anticipate it really any day now. I've seen some really good photos now, and it looks absolutely fantastic, so I cannot wait. Definitely my most anticipated statue, frankly, of all my pre-orders, to be honest. I want this one the most. So extremely excited to finally get this bad boy, see all the different portraits, and just finish that top horse setup. Horse getting very close to being finished, although it's still going to be a very long time because we'll have to wait on PCS. But expect this Ash Williams definitely within the next 2 weeks on the review table, and we can see how this compares to like the Ecc Freddy, Ecc Jason, who have a similar, like size, presence, and, I think those are more detailed for sure, but we'll see how it stacks up, because Prime 1 charged like $1,800 for this. And coming with this, we're also getting the Prime 1 Big Chap. It shipped on the same boat container, so we'll get this same day. I'll, have the review the next day. But extremely excited to get this. I think it looks phenomenal. Very low edition size. We're going to wall mount this above my dog alien. It's going to look amazing. I cannot wait to see this in person. I just think it's going to, definitely be a sleeper at 100 ES. I think it's going to turn out amazing. I had originally canceled the Joker to get this instead because I just feel like this looks cooler and it will go better in my display than having a fourth 1/3 scale Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix version. So Prime 1, Alien, Big Chop, Wall Mount Bust, Open Mouth version will be the next huge item arriving this month. Then we got the Hcg Face Hugger. I nabbed this for $500 off eBay, so we should get this within the next week or two. So looking forward to seeing how this is. I know some people have complained about the paint, where for me, you know, paint can either be good or bad. It really depends. I don't know. I mean, it looks good to me in videos and pictures, so we'll see how it is. If it truly is horrid and I just hate it, I'll consider getting it repainted. But if it doesn't bug me, then I'll just keep as is. But I got it for still Vidal. So we'll have to, you know, maybe move the Predator bust just to look at it, and then I'll just put it where the Big Chop will go, the 1/3 version. But this will arrive within the next week or two. So Hcg Face Hugger life-size statue. Then we got some 1/10 scale statues arriving. First should be Red Skull by Iron Studios. Already paid for this about a week ago from Iron Studios, just waiting for them to ship it. They usually charge in advance, so just waiting for them to ship it, but it should arrive and complete that display. So definitely looking forward to adding Red Skull. He is such a cool villain. So Iron Studios 1/10 Red Skull. And along with that, Iron Studios, I also paid for the War Machine and Rocket. This finishes my endgame display, the battle diorama. So I know it's in stock with Sideshow. I went through Iron Studios because it was much cheaper. Just waiting for them to ship. So they should ship any day now, and we'll get this on the review table, finish up the display so we can see how it looks. I got a space reserved for them, so very much looking forward to this one. I think this one's going to turn out really good. Looks like it has great presence and a lot of detail in War Machine, you know, so very much looking forward to finishing that display with this awesome looking statue. So Iron Studios, War Machine and Rocket 1/10. And then we're diving into some DBZ, so we should have some DBZ shipping. We got the PBR Goku vs. Vegeta Saiyan Saga statue. This shipped a few weeks ago. It should take about a month to arrive, so should expect this in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So definitely towards the end of March, it'll probably be arriving, but very much looking forward to this. I think it turned out fantastic. PBR killed it. I love the pose, the base. It's going to fit my Saiyan setup very nicely. It'll go next to Tsume Goku vs. Vegeta. Eventually, I'll get rid of my Goku vs. Vegeta MRC, the Kamehameha verse special Gallic gun. We'll get rid of that just because I don't want duplicate of the same statues. But very much looking forward to this. In addition, I also am expecting Khaleesi. My retailer says it's en route, so hopefully we'll get it. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck in customs. Again, this is the same retailer that took 7 months with Bane, but he says she's next. So we'll see. Very much looking forward to her. I really hope to get her in this month. I know she's in stock with Sideshow, which bugs the crap at me. And I know he's also going to charge me an arm and a leg for shipping, being only one state away from me. She does ship in 3 boxes. And Sideshow, I believe, was $200 to ship. So I'm assuming with him, it's going to be $500. Gah. But I'm very much looking forward to getting Khaleesi. She's been out since November, so it's been very frustrating waiting this long to get her. Dante might arrive. I know it's in stock. My retailer said it left China. It's on a boat. So really we're just waiting on the boat. Once the boat lands, it'll get to me 2 days later. But he's, you know, fully paid on a boat arriving. So hopefully we'll get Dante in this month. Very, very much looking forward to this. He's being a top shelf statue. I got the deluxe version so I could display the Dante Devil Sword, which I really like. Then this is the custom Jason Maskelman I ordered. A buddy of mine told me to order this one. It looks really, really good, just like the movie, you know, comparing pics. So I don't know if this will arrive during the month. They said 6 to 8 weeks, and I just barely ordered it, but it's possible it could ship sooner than that. But very much looking forward to this. I think I'll improve that bust quite a bit adding that mask. This one is scheduled to ship in March. I doubt I'll get it in March, but Reborn Frieza is scheduled to ship March. So we'll see how that one is. Looking forward to adding this to complete my villains 1/4, this plus the next statue. But very much looking forward to this one since I sold my Neo Frieza. I currently don't have a 1/4 Frieza, and he is my favorite villain. So very much looking forward to this, see how it stacks. I know Prime 1's also making a Frieza. I know KD Collectibles is making a Frieza. So we'll see how this one stacks up. Transcendent Studios Androids is also scheduled to ship in March, so we'll see if it does or not, but very, very much looking forward to this, more than Frieza. I think this prototype looks perfect. I love everything about it. Our last statue turned out fantastic, the Vegeta versus Frieza. So this is their first 1/4 scale they're actually producing, so it's scheduled to ship in March. Very much looking forward to it, and then if I get this one, then it's in essence completes my Villains 1/4 setup. Unless you want to count Piccolo as one, because I am getting KD Piccolo as well. But Transcendent Studios Androids looks phenomenal, so very much looking forward to adding this to the collection. And that is pretty much it, folks. So it should turn out to be a killer month. Probably not as good as last month, but maybe. It depends if we get Ash. But very much looking forward to March. I think it's going to be a fantastic month. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.